recording. Okay. All right. So everybody, let's take just a moment. Find a space that's comfortable. Hang on just a sec. I didn't check this one. There we go. Good. And let's find a comfy spot. So please make sure that as you're here, you've got hips higher than your knees so that everything is comfortable. Thank you all so very much for being here today. Fidget. Hopefully no one will show up in the first 3 seconds of the recording like they did last week. Hopefully I did it right this week. Let your palms come to rest facing up. Space of receiving. Take a moment to notice where you are in your heart. Take a moment to notice where you are in your breath. And take a moment to notice where you are in your body. If you haven't already, let your eyes gently close. And just for these first several cycles of breath, without changing anything in your breathing pattern, simply observe how your body is moving with your breath today. Observe any areas where you may be feeling tension. Take a moment to fidget and make whatever movements you need to in order to find that deeper space of comfort. And as we move into our breathing, the space I invite you to hold today is that of the diaphragm. So going back to what I mused about on Monday, really see if you can connect your breath into your diaphragm so that with each inhale, you can really feel that extension down. So the diaphragm moving down, feeling your nervous system gently do that mechanical stretch. And then as you exhale, as it releases, gently feeling that low belly draw back in, and then feeling that recoil and feeling the nervous system and everything just move back into neutral. And know that not only with each inhale and exhale, really focusing coming from the diaphragm, are you massaging your nervous system, but you're also bringing in and massaging pretty much your brain. You're feeling that gentle extension and stretch of the brain as you inhale, and then that gentle recoil and replacement as you inhale. So allowing the diaphragm to really feel its best movement so that not only are you massaging your nervous system, but then you're also increasing the amount of movement of fluid in the brain, healthy nervous system, healthy body. So when you're ready, begin to draw in through the nose, deeper inhale. Feeling that low belly fill, feeling the extension through the diaphragm. At the top of the inhale, simply pause in your breath for approximately 2 counts. Finding the space of stillness. And then exhale. Feeling that gentle flush as everything moves back into place. And then when you're ready, again finding your inhale and allowing that to be full, allowing that to come from the low belly, massaging, strengthening, lengthening. At the top of the inhale, simply hold for 2 counts. And then gently find your exhale. What I'd like you to do now Just find your own cycle of breath and take 5 complete inhale and exhale. Really find that deep, long, slow inhale. Gently stretching, opening, extending. At the top of the inhale, at your cycle of breath, you're feeling that pause, that place of stillness, that place of peace. And then again, also following your own cycle of breath, feeling that nourishment as you exhale, allowing everything to move back into its place. Just following the inhale, the pause, and the exhale. When you reach the end of the 5 cycles of breath, just simply come back to a full diaphragmatic breathing. Feeling it move in, feeling it move out. Beautiful breaths. And then when you're ready, with the next inhale, I invite you to take your palms, place them over the heart, moving into frequency, moving into sound. Today we're going to go ahead and we'll sing the sound of ah, the sound of oh, the sound of On the 4th breath, we'll put all 3 parts together. And in your 5th breath, coming back into a space of silence, please set your intent for your practice today, making it an I am statement, something that you most need and something that you most desire. So when you're ready, finding that deep inhale coming from that low belly, expanding through the diaphragm. When you're ready, gently release your hands back down. Again, palms facing up. With your eyes still closed, let's begin to move into gentle movements with the arms, bringing the arms down by the side. Take a full deep inhale, lengthening fingers out. Let them pause. 90 degrees from the floor, just gently lower than the shoulders. Take a moment, stretch and lengthen those fingers out. Eyes are still closed. I want you to pay very close attention to what's going on within your body. Then as you exhale, find those inner edges of the shoulder blades and gently begin to draw them towards the spine. And with the exhale, let it relax, stretching the fingers back out and then floating the arms down. Taking a deep inhale again, bringing the arms now out about 135 degrees. So fingertips are pointing slightly towards the ceiling, but arms are wider than the shoulders. Lengthen through the fingertips. Draw the shoulders up as you inhale. Exhale, slide those shoulders down. From right here, pause. Palms are facing forward. And with the arms where they are, taking another deep inhale to pause, and then exhale, finding those inner edges of the shoulders and gently squeezing them together. This may be a much smaller movement because of arm position, and that's fine. And the exhale, let it release. Inhale, feel the body relax. Exhale, float the arms down. Take a moment here and big circles, rolling frontwards, rolling backwards through the shoulders. When you're ready, gently reverse that motion, floating now forward. Now with the arms down by the sides, take a moment, turn the corners of your mouth upwards towards a smile, let the eyes gently open. Beautiful, you guys. Again, inhale, bring the arms out. Starting with the right arm underneath, we're going to move into eagle arms. So gently wave that right arm. That's the one that's going first. And then exhale. Sweep that right arm underneath the left. If this is as far as your shoulders tell you to go today, just simply wrap your hands around your scapulas, your shoulder blades, and love your body there. If you can go further, bring your arms up. You're going to bring that left hand back round. I'm going to adjust myself just a little bit so it becomes easier to see what it is that we're going to do. We're going to do a full range of motion here. So pay very close attention to what your body's telling you. We're going to pause in our count at the top of the inhale. So the first movement, as your body says yes, is as you exhale, gently draw the elbows down towards the floor. Deep inhale. Top of the inhale, pause for your 2 counts. Exhale, see if your body wants to move the elbows down just a little bit more. One more time, deep inhale. Top of the inhale, pause for 2 counts. This time as you exhale, release the elbows, gently draw them back so that the lower edge of the upper arm is approximately parallel to the floor. But you're keeping in mind what your body is asking for. So if at any point this is too much, please don't do it. Again, deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. Exhale. If your body says yes and wants to lift the elbows up a little bit more, allow it. If that's too much, please don't do it. One more inhale. Pause for 2 counts. And this time with the exhale, unwind the arms, gently let them release. And again, roll your shoulders. Pause here and take a moment to notice how your shoulders feel, how your neck feels. Notice if you're holding stress in the jaw. Deep inhale, lengthen all the way the arms out. This time, wave your left arm. Exhale, sweep the left arm underneath the right. Again, paying attention to what your body is telling you. It might be that on this side, wrapping the hands behind the shoulders, that's great. If your body says yes, you're going to take that right arm and bring it around to touch the left. Okay? Beautiful, you guys. Everybody looks awesome. Jerry, that looks great. You're good. And again, as your body comes into the posture, soften. Notice where you are. When you're ready, as you exhale, gently begin to draw the elbows down. This might be just a millimeter, you guys, so please pay very close attention to what your body is telling you. Inhale. And at the top of the inhale, pause for 2 counts. Feeling the silence, feeling the peace. And then exhale. And if your body says yes, you can draw down just a little bit more. Another deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. This time as you exhale, gently draw the elbows back so that the lower edge of the upper arm is parallel to the floor. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. And then exhale. If your body says yes, you can bring the elbows up a little bit more, only if your body says yes. Another deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. And exhale. Let go of the arms, unwind them, and again, roll the shoulders. Deep movement. Take a moment again to get quiet. Find center and notice how your body's feeling. Okay, moving into our neck now. So we're going to begin by rolling our ears to the left. So we're working just very gently to bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And we're going to add our hand. So keep this left hand ready. So when you're ready, deep inhale. As you exhale, gently roll that left ear towards that left shoulder. Allow the left hand to come on top of the head. Fingertips are pointing down towards the ear. And all we're doing is just a very gentle touch. This is more about just taking a moment to wake everything up. And again, when you're ready, take another deep inhale. And pause for 2 counts. And when you're ready, gently exhale. Just notice how that feels. One more time, deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. Exhale. At the bottom of the exhale, gently release that left arm, bringing it down. Inhale, gently, slowly bring the head back to center. Take a moment here and do just a gentle yes with your head and neck. And just observe the difference between the right side and the left side. And now we're going to go ahead and move into right ear to the right shoulder. So when you're ready, deep inhale. Come from the low belly, exhale. Gently roll that right ear towards that right shoulder. Beautiful, you guys. Good. Then just notice how it's feeling. When you're ready, deep inhale, bring that right arm up, hand comes over that left side of the head, fingertips are pointing down to the ear. And again, this is very gentle. Deep inhale. Hold at the top for 2 counts. Exhale. Deep inhale. Hold for 2 counts. Exhale. Inhale. Release the hand and allow the head to come up. This time, take a pause. Observe how the head and neck are feeling. And this time, gentle no, side to side. Just observe how are things feeling. Come back to center. Notice if there is less tension through the jaw. There we go. Good. How are we feeling, you guys? Good? Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So since we have people with grumpy low backs today, we're going to do a little bit more on our backs, but we're going to do some resistive movements. So remember, we've got 3 different types of movements. We have passive, we have isometric, and then we have a resistive or a proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation move, PNF. What I want you to do here is make sure that you have your blocks handy, okay? So we're going to begin by coming down onto our backs. Oh, yummy. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is make sure that you're in a place of comfort. So if your low back is grumpy, what you may need to do is place a little extra blanket underneath. You may need to stretch your legs a little bit further away, okay? Or another option is you can simply lift your hips just a little bit and slide your hands palms facing down underneath the glutes and the sacrum. That's also a really nice way to just give a little bit of support, okay? So please take what feels best for you. All right, so here we go. So right here, just allow the movement to come from the breath. So again, I want you to focus, just as we did sitting, on the diaphragm. So as you inhale, I want you to feel that diaphragm stretch down. Really allow this breath to come from the low belly. And just feel a very gentle curve come into the back. Pause at the top. 2 counts. And then when you're ready, exhale. Allow it to come from the low belly. Gently drawing everything back into center, enjoying this recoil and feeling the spine again. Lengthen a little bit. And again, deep inhale. Feeling it come from the low belly. Feel that diaphragm pull down, stretching into the nervous system. Getting ready to push a whole lot of fluid into the brain. Top of the inhale, pause for 2 counts. And then exhale. Gently, slowly draw in through that low belly. Feel the recoil, feel the softness. Really toning your entire nervous system. And then again, inhale. Really fill the belly. Really draw that diaphragm down, stretching. feeling that curve happen on its own because it's really coming from the breath. Top of the inhale. Pause for 2 counts. And then exhale. Gently draw in. And feel the spine relax. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to begin to activate through our glutes, you guys. All right? So what I want you to do is before we do anything, any kind of movement, I want you to take the block in between your knees. So you're going to hold the block in between your knees as we make the movements, okay? As we move into the yoga. So what I want you to do, now that you've activated your adductors a little bit, I want you to just very gently, don't worry about the breath. I want you to squeeze your glutes for a count and let them release. Squeeze your glutes for a count and let them release. Squeeze your glutes for a count and let them release. Now you know what the squeeze is. So this is not a clench, you guys. There's a big difference between clenching your glutes and squeezing your glutes. All we're doing right now is squeezing the glutes. So now we're going to begin to move it into movement. Please make sure we're going to play with different types of squeezing and releasing. So I want you to pay very close attention to what your sacrum and your low back are telling you. Do the movement and the breath that feels best. So the first movement that we're going to do is we're going to inhale and gently, without squeezing, lift the hips up just a little bit. Pause for 2 counts at the top of the inhale. Now, I want you to squeeze the glutes and then gently, slowly on the exhale, draw the low back and the sacrum back down. And let it relax. Let the glutes relax. As you inhale, pause for 2 counts. So just take a moment and notice. We're going to do that one more time. How did your body feel when you did a glute squeeze on the bottom from the bridge? So again, take a deep inhale. Gently lift, coming from the sacrum, the low back, pressing down through the feet without squeezing the glutes. Inhale, pause. 2 counts. At the beginning of the exhale, squeeze the glutes, and now gently, as you exhale, still squeezing the glutes, lower, back down. At the end of the exhale, I want you to relax everything. Feel your body soften. Take a moment to notice how this lower portion of your body is feeling. Okay. Now, next piece. We're going to inhale again. This time, I want you to squeeze the glutes on the inhale. So take an inhale, squeeze the glutes, and lift. When you get to the end of the inhale, still squeezing the glutes, pause for 2 counts. Exhale, let the glutes relax. Gently, slowly, lower yourself down. And we're going to do that again so that you can reconnect with how the back is feeling as you make this movement. So again, we're going to begin. Inhale, squeeze the glutes and lift. Top of the inhale, I want you to pause for 2 counts. Exhale, let the glutes relax. Gently, slowly, lower yourself down. So if you notice, I'm not making really big movements. This is just about connecting into what feels good. So here we go. This time, we're going to inhale, squeeze the glutes. On the 2 counts of hold, we're going to let the glutes relax, and then we're going to squeeze them again to come down. So, deep inhale, squeeze the glutes, and lift. Hold for 2 counts. Let the glutes relax. As you exhale, squeeze the glutes again. Gently, slowly bring your back down. When you get all the way back down to the floor, let everything relax. Notice how it's feeling. And then one more time. Deep inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift. Top of the inhale, pause in the breath, let the glutes relax. Getting ready for the exhale. Squeeze the glutes again, gently, slowly lower down. Okay. Let your arms from here come out into T formation. Bring your legs up so that the lower leg is parallel to the floor. Again, we're going to move with the breath. We're going to begin by twisting over towards the right. Remember, you're only taking this as far as you can comfortably move. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, gently begin to roll yourself over to the right. Only take it as far as it feels good. End of the exhale. Inhale again. This time at the top of the inhale, I want you to pause in your breath for 2 counts. When you're ready, exhale. This time I want you to come from the core, and you're going to inhale, bring yourself up. Coming back to neutral, take a moment to notice how your body is feeling. And now, when you're ready, exhale, roll yourself over to the left. Only going as far as is comfortable and where you can hold it. Deep inhale. At the top of the inhale, pause for 2 counts. Exhale. And then inhale, bring yourself back to center. Okay. We're going to do that one more time. So when you're ready, deep inhale. Exhale, roll yourself over to the right. Again, low body twist. You're only going as far as is comfortable. Deep inhale. Beautiful, you guys. Hold your breath for 2 counts. Exhale. And now inhale, bring your legs back up to center. Beautiful. Again, when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then exhale, roll yourself over to the left. Good. Inhale. Pause in the breath for 2 counts. Exhale. And now inhale, bringing yourself back to center. You can remove the block. Take a moment here and I want you to wrap your arms, give yourself a gentle hug, moving into Apanasana. Breathe and soften. Gently lengthen the legs up towards the ceiling and take a moment to flex into the feet. You want to be about 90 degrees. If that's difficult, you can lower the legs or you can put a gentle bend into the knees. So please work with what feels best for you. So gently flexing through the feet, legs are long, And right here, as you're breathing, I want you to try squeezing your glutes and just notice. So it's just a 1 count squeeze. Let it relax. Squeeze. Let it relax. Squeeze. And let it relax. From here, same 1 count. You're going to work and lift your right leg and right hip first. So my right hip is off the mat a little bit. Gently bring it down. Inhale, lift that left. Notice if you have one side that works a little bit easier than the other, gently bring it down. Lift the right. Bring it down. Lift the left. Bring it down. One more time. Right. Bring it down. Left. Bring it down. Good. Bend into the knees for a moment. Let it relax. Feel that gentle lengthen. If at any point you feel like you need to squeeze gently into the glutes, please do so. You want to support the low back. Lengthen the legs again. We're going to begin with the right leg. So I want you to bend that right leg, bring it across above the knee. Make sure that that lower part of the external ankle bone, right, malleolus, make sure that that one is not, it's off your leg, it's not digging into the top of the thigh. Hands, please take the right hand through the hole. Left hand goes to the outside. Depending on what your body tells you it needs, you're either going to interlace behind the knee so that when you bend, you're not over flexing into the knee. Or if you've got a little bit more range of motion, you're going to go ahead and clasp the hands just below the kneecap. Beautiful, you guys. Okay. So here's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to change it up a little bit. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to squeeze into that left glute and then let it relax. Squeeze into the left glute. Let it relax. Squeeze into the left glute. So notice that as you squeeze, this left leg wants to move back down towards the floor. So we're going to use that. We're going to work on doing a resistance stretch. So this is more of a rebooting your muscles to your brain, waking everybody up, telling them that they need to come back on board and start working. So the way this works is that we're going to take a deep inhale. On the exhale, you're going to squeeze through that left glute and you're going to work very strongly to bring that left leg down to the floor. With your hands, you are going to work to bring the knee into the chest. So it's a push-pull movement. Everybody got that? Yes? Okay, here we go. So deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glute. Work to pull the leg down towards the floor, even as you're working with your hands to draw the knee into the chest. End of the exhale, I want you to let everything relax. Pause here, and I want you to see if you notice a difference in the back, in the legs. We're going to do this one more time. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, squeeze into that left glute. Left glute, left leg are working to bring the leg down. Hands are working to bring the knee in. Squeeze. And the exhale, let it relax. Beautiful, you guys. That's awesome. Now, we're going to release the left leg, bringing it back up. We're going to release the right leg, bringing it back up. Take a moment, notice how your body's feeling, and then we're going to switch sides. So now I want you to bring the right leg across Make sure that the ankle bone is hanging off the leg, not digging into the top of your thigh. Please take what's appropriate hand hold for your legs, your body. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, now we're going to practice the same thing on this side. Take a moment, and I want you to squeeze the right glute. Notice if that squeeze is stronger or is it a little bit lazy. Do it again. Squeeze the right glute. Find it and let it relax. Then one more time. Squeeze the right glute. And then let it relax. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side. I want you to take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, squeeze that glute. Work on bringing that right leg down towards the floor, even as the hands are working to bring the leg to the body. End of the exhale, let everything relax. So you guys, it's really important for you to just really observe your body in this space. Are you noticing that you have one glute that is much more willing to activate and work than the other? This sets us up for all kinds of imbalances. So one more time, when you're ready, squeeze the glute, right side, work to bring that right leg down, even as your hands are working to bring that knee in towards the body. And let it relax. Notice the difference. Release that right leg. Hands release. Very gently use your hands to bring that left leg back up. Take a moment. Here's what I want you to do. You guys are on the mat. I want you simply to turn the hips so that the right hip is down, left hip is up. And then switch. And just notice how that movement feels. How is the back feeling? We want to make sure that the back is feeling good, that there's no grumpiness. Gently bring the knees into Apanasana, hands underneath the thighs if knees are cranky, or over the tops of the shins if knees are not. Okay, we're going to do one more core exercise. This time, legs are long. I want you to place the block between the feet. Coming back to about 90 degrees. Oh, yeah. Okay. Carolyn's already on top of it. Go, girl. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to circle with our blocks. So please do this very slowly, very mindfully. And 1/2 of your breath cycle is going to be 1/2 of the cycle with your legs. Okay. So gently, as long as your body says yes, bring your block in your legs a little bit closer towards you. If your legs are starting to shake a little bit, go team. This is a really good thing. So when you're ready, inhale, gently coming out to the right. And when you get to the bottom half, change. Exhale, coming over to the left and going up. This does not need to be a big circle. When you get to the top, inhale. When you get to the farthest point away, change, exhale. I want you to do this 3 more times as slowly as you can with your count of breath. When you get done with your 3, bring yourself back to legs up and in the middle. Beautiful. Good. Now, we're going to do this the opposite direction. So again, when you're ready, allow the legs to come a little bit closer towards you. and then reverse, starting over to the left first, and then inhaling up to the right. Activate through your glutes as you need. Activate through your core as you need. Beautiful, you guys. One more. Okay, gently bend into the knees, take the block. Apanasana, energy freeing pose. Feel your body release, feel it relax. Allow the legs to extend. I want you to see if you can pigeon toe your feet and let your let your big toes clasp, okay? So, if possible, you're going to pigeon toe your feet, so big toes are coming in. You're going to lay one big toe over the other. Take a deep inhale. As you inhale, I want you to bring your arms up over your head and stretch. Let the arms be wider than the shoulders. Legs stay high. Legs stay pigeon-toed. Breathe. Press down through the sacrum as you lengthen through the arms. And then let everything relax. Draw the arms, slide the arms down, bend into the knees. Gently roll yourself onto whichever side feels best so that you can come back up to a seated position. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more arm work. So again, I want you to do this from a place that feels good. We're starting again with knees bent, arms out, back behind. So fingertips can either be facing towards the glutes, fingers can be facing away, or you can take soft fists. So please do what feels best for your wrist, you guys. Okay, play with that idea. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, so this first part is very easy. As you exhale, I want you simply to bend into the elbows, feel the shoulder blades squeeze, and feel that opening coming into the front. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Okay, good. And again, exhale. Feel those inner shoulder blades squeeze, gentle bend through the elbows, and release. Inhale back up. From here, if you need it, I want you to place the block in between the knees. Then bring your hands back. This time the arms are going to be the support as we work through the legs. So, as we inhale, I want you to squeeze the glutes. Really be careful, protect your back. Deep inhale, squeeze, lifting up. Good. Exhale. Keep the squeeze if you can through the glutes. Gently, slowly come back down. Pay very close attention to how this feels through the back. Don't try to make yourself come all the way up. Go only as far as your back says yes, okay? So deep inhale. Squeezing. Exhale, gently come down. Good. Now, you have options. This next part, we're going to add one more piece to it. So if your body's going, I don't want to do that today, just do what feels best and come out. So deep inhale, squeeze through the glutes. Now you're going to hold, exhale, bend into the elbows, squeeze those shoulders. So you're going to work to try to bring yourself down, coming from the front rather than the bottom. Inhale, lengthen back into the arms. Beautiful, you guys. Exhale, gently bend into those elbows. Yes, we're opening into our deltoids, which don't like us very much. Inhale, straight. One more time. Exhale, bend into those elbows. Keep squeezing through the glutes. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, come down through the sits bones. Release the block, release the arms. Check in. How do the head and neck feel? How do the shoulders feel? How does our back feel, you guys? We're back upright. Any better? Yes? No? Little bit? Okay, good. All right, you guys, I'm just checking time real quickly. Sorry. Okie dokie. All right, you guys, so now we're gonna do a little bit more. Please have your chair handy, y'all. So here's what I want you to do. As long as your body says yes, you're gonna come into tabletop. And I want you to make sure that your knees are comfortable. Also the tops of the ankles. If this is too much stretch for the tops of the ankles, all you're gonna do is put a little blanket so that there's more flexion right there, okay? All right, everybody has their chair handy, correct? So right now, I'm probably about 4 feet away from my chair. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna place the back of the palm on this crossbar that stabilizes the back of the legs of the chair. Everybody got that? Okay. All right. Allow the back of the palm to come. And you're not holding on through the fingers. As you exhale, very gently begin to lengthen in through the top of the spine. Breathe here. As you're breathing, notice if you're feeling a stretch through the front of the rib cage, up across the pec muscles. Keep breathing. Keep softening. If at any time this is uncomfortable, please take yourself out and breathe. At some point, you might be able to put the top of the forehead on the mat. One more cycle of breath right here. And then gently, slowly lift back up. One hand comes to the mat, second hand comes to the mat. Take a moment coming back in tabletop. And now, very gently take yourself into a cat. So I want you to drop through the hips, press down through the palm of the hand, lift and separate through the shoulder blades, and tuck the chin high up and into the chest. Continue to breathe. And then let everything relax, come back to a neutral tabletop. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, if that felt okay, we're gonna do it again. If that did not feel okay, what I want you to do is just very gently bring the arms forward so that fingertips are in between the base of the chair legs, and then just gently, slowly stretch back that way, okay? So do what feels best. If it felt okay, one hand on the crossbar at the base of the palm, second hand on the crossbar, base of the palm. Deep inhale, exhale. Gently begin to lengthen through the arms, through the upper torso, and begin to open into the body. Breathe, soften. Only do what feels best. Make the modifications as you need to in order to take care of yourself. Breathe here. This is just a variation of puppy dog. And it's really good for working into muscles that tend to get tight, that might impinge on our ability to fully use our diaphragm as we breathe. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently, very slowly, lift yourself out. As it feels comfortable, hands come back down. Bring your hands back under your shoulders, moving back into tabletop. And then one more time, dropping into the hips, lifting and separating through the shoulders, tucking the chin high up and in to the chest. Moving into cat. Okay. Bringing yourselves back into neutral tabletop. From here, it all depends on what your body is most comfortable with. You can use your chair, hands come to the back of this chair, of the seat, to bring yourself up. You can roll underneath the toes, pressing the hips back into the feet so that you can pop the knees up and walk yourself up that way. Or you can come all the way back down to a seated pose and come up that way. So please take what feels best, you guys. Good, 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 good. All right, how are we feeling? Yes, no, good? All right, awesome sauce. Okie dokie. Last posture that we're going to do before we come into, we're going to do, because we've done a lot between our low back and our shoulders. We've done a lot today, you guys. So I want you to make sure that, I want us to make sure that we have time for a nice bit of restorative posture. Oh my God, we're gonna get to do restorative posture today. Go team. Okay, so we're sitting on the edge of the chair. Okay, I'm gonna turn it to the side just so that y'all can see. Okay. All right, here we go. So please notice that I have only my sits bones on the chair. I've got lots of space between the back of the chair and the front. Okay. All right. Again, so long ago, a few weeks ago, we were playing with this idea of same posture, different planes of space. So we're coming back to that today. So again, I want you to start with your right leg. You're going to bring it across as if you're going to sit and just cross your legs. Okay? So as we're here, I want you to immediately notice, how does this feel coming from just above this right side of the pelvis? How does it feel coming down through the glutes, into the muscle that wraps around the hip, and into the hip flexors, okay? If you're okay right here, what you're going to do is you're going to gently push those sit bones a little bit further back into the chair, and you're going to begin coming from a long spine to hinge forward. Please make sure if you have any kind of knee issues, interlace your fingers underneath your knee to make sure that you're not putting any undue pressure there. And you're going to just very gently, very slowly begin to hinge forward until you find that sweet spot that runs right along into that front edge of glute maximus, moving into minimus and medius. And just breathe. Again, not a big posture. What I invite you to do here is at the top of the inhale, pause for 2 counts. And I want you to do 3 more cycles of breath right here. And then when you reach the end of the 3rd cycle of breath, gently, slowly bring yourself up. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. That looks fabulous. With loving kindness, please bring that right leg down. Okay. Here we go. Gently bring that left leg up. Take a moment before we do any movement to notice how your body's feeling in this posture. Is this a different side? You have a different experience on this side of your body than you do on the other side. Honor that. So again, we're coming all the way down from the hips. So right now, when we sit upright, our sits bones go straight down. As we begin to hinge forward, our sits bones are very gently going to angle back just a little bit. Again, if knees are not happiest in this position, interlace the fingers and hold the leg up, supporting the knee. Taking a deep inhale. Filling your body with breath, pulling that diaphragm down. Feel the sits bones just angle back towards the back of the seat of the chair. Exhale. This next cycle of breath, please, I invite you to pause in your breath at the top. So deep inhale. And then exhale. Three more cycles of breath right here. Work with your pace. At the end of the third cycle of breath, very gently, very slowly, bring yourself back up. Beautiful, you guys. Okay. We're going to do a twist here in the chair. So please know we like the slidey, because what we're going to do is we're going to allow things to move and slide. Okay? Things to move and slide. Okay. Coming again from the right arm. Deep inhale. Exhale. Gently twist yourself over to the left. Let that right hand come down. Notice that that right hip came forward as the left hip did a little receding. Left hand is either going to come to the outside of the chair or it can come to the back. So please take what feels best. And just breathe here. Feel the shoulders completely relax. As you inhale, feel the sits bones ground into the seat of the chair. Feel the length through the spine at the top of the inhale. Pause for 2 counts. Exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. Exhale. On the inhale, lift that right arm and gently, slowly unwind. Sweeping that right arm all the way back down. Come to center. How are we feeling? A little good? A little loosey-goosey? Good. Okay, here we go. Lift that left arm. Exhale. Feel that left hip come forward as that right hip recedes. Gently, slowly, bring that left hand to the outside of the right leg. Okay? Right hand this time, it's either going to come to the outside of the chair for support or to the back. Take a moment to feel how that left hip moves forward, and on this side, the right hip eases back. Notice how this feels through the rib cage. Focusing on your breath, deep inhale. Pause. Exhale. Again, deep inhale. Pause and exhale. Next inhale. Sweep with that left arm coming onto the back. Bringing yourself to center. Hey, you guys, feel your body. How are we doing? Does it feel okay? Pretty good? Yay. Yahoo. All right. Guess what? It's time for our restorative pose. Yay. So you're going to move your chair so that you have space on your mat. Hopefully you have a couple of blankets that are folded. Okay. Now, those of you that have lower grumpy lower backs, my request for you is that you are going to be very gentle with your body, and that in addition to your blankies, you might also have a bolster handy, okay? So one of the things that we can do to help our low back stay happy is, rather than fully extend our legs, we can bolster underneath our knees. So what we're going to do, and then we also need one block as a pillow. Okay, you got it? So I'm going to demonstrate for the grumpy back crowd. So I have my knees already over my bolster. I have my blankets right up against my sacrum. Good. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. Good, good. Nice. Look at y'all go. You guys look fabulous. This is the reward for making it through class. Yay! So the nice thing is that if you like this, you can stay here for your final Savasana as well. Okay? All right. Once you're all set up, very gently, slowly, roll yourself onto your blankets. Find your block. Let your arms open out to the sides. And make sure that you're comfortable. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. Everybody looks very comfy, very cozy. Good. Let your eyes close. As you're finding yourself in your posture, from this space, I invite you to come back to your breath, so that full deep breath. Deep inhale. Pause at the top for 2 counts. And then exhale. Let everything soften. Deep inhale. Pause for 2 counts. Exhale, feel your body soften. So I want you to do 5 more cycles of breath just right there. With a pause at the top for 2 counts. At the end of those 5 cycles of breath, just let everything soften. Let everything relax. At the end of the 5 cycles of breath, if you feel that you'd like to adjust and come down flat for Savasana, please do so. If you're happy where you are, please remain. So this is all about doing what feels best for your body. Feeling everything begin to ease. Feel everything begin to relax. If you notice as you're here that you're having any areas of tension, I want you to key into that low body coming from toes, feet, calves, legs, glutes, hips, and I want you to squeeze, really squeeze. Tighten everything. And then gently let it relax. And then I invite you to connect into your core, your chest, your arms, your legs, your fingers, head, and neck. If you're feeling any tension here, squeeze really tight. And let it relax. Pause at the top of the inhale. Feel your body feel supported. Notice your body softening. When you're ready, gently allow your breath to breathe you rather than you focusing on the breath. Begin to find your way back. Follow fingers and toes, hands and feet, and allow them to make gentle movements, gentle circles, whatever feels best for you. And then when you're ready, allow that awareness to move up the legs, up the arms, back into your breath. Full deep inhale, full deep exhale. And if your body says yes, you can bring your arms up over your head and stretch. Lengthen, fingertips to toes. Then when you're ready, gently draw the knees high into the chest. If you are still on your blankets, roll yourself safely onto whichever side feels best and most natural. Take a moment to just gently round the spine, coming back into that gentle fetal position. Knees in, spine lengthened. And then inhale. Feel that pulsation of movement as the spine then begins to lengthen and straighten. Just move a couple of cycles of breath back and forth with that movement. And then when you're ready, Gently press yourself back up into a seated position. Again, coming back to what feels most supported with hips higher than the knees. Let your hands come to rest of prayer. Thumbs press against the sternum at the heart point. Guys, what an honor to get to be with you today. I'm so grateful. So, so grateful. Feel the difference in the body. Feel the difference in your heart. Feel the difference in your mind. I honor the divine in you, that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. Namaste, and may the blessings be.